But X marks the spot. There was a spot in my uncle's backyard that he had cleared out, and he had backed up his pickup truck in between two houses, which were not part of his driveway. It was in the yard in between two houses where he backed his pickup truck, and it was a pickup truck that he never uses. And he had to fill up air in the tires to drive it around because they would deflate, and it just sat in his driveway. But he had aired up the tires, backed it up, lowered the tailgate, opened the gate up to the yard, and it just sat there. And then he always had this pile of sticks, this huge pile of sticks. And he would pay my youngest son to always, whenever we went over there before we lived with him, he would pay him like $5 to go around and pick up all the sticks out of his yard. And he would throw them in the back of his truck, the one that he didn't use. And then out of nowhere, I don't know why, I never thought about it or asked him, because it's his house, I don't care. But the sticks got moved to this certain spot at the edge of his yard before it met the where trees started, where the fence line started. It was just this dirt spot, and it was bare, with like no grass over it. It was dirt, so it was like, why is there not grass here? And then he also piled all of the sticks up real high on that spot. Cool, no big deal, whatever. You want them there, you want them there. Well, I would come home from delivering cakes when I lived with him, and he would be so focused on that spot, always crouching in front of it, like looking, like really studying and focusing and being like very hyper fixated on this spot. And I drove in after delivering cakes so many times where he didn't hear me and he didn't pay attention to me being there because he was so focused, that I would just come home and see him crouching, staring at the spot. And I was like, what? That's what made it weird to me. And then just putting all those things together, like the sticks didn't used to be there, why are they there now? Why is this spot bare? There's no grass there. And then all of a sudden, the day that he backed the truck up, things were starting to get real weird. Like, he had already started treating me like real bad by then, and I had already recorded the video of him and his girlfriend harassing me while I was trying to work and make cakes in my home, which was his house. That video is also on there. It also has like 2,700 views, but the X marks the spot video has surpassed that even now, which is weird. But there's really no context unless you watch all of my videos from the start, and some of them are still private. Not many, really, just the ones that talk about court are private, because I've made a lot of them public.